mention.
What's going on, you spicy sarlaccs? It's me, the Dadalorian. Welcome back for another episode of Sith Happens. I am joined, as always, by my two loveliest co-hosts. It is amazing to see you guys again. It's been a few weeks. I am joined by my boy Matty Ice, and otherwise known as Black Series Daily Desk, and I am not a committee. Brothers, it's been a minute. I missed you.
Yeah. What's up, you Sithers? I am happy to be here. I'm Black Series Daily Desk, otherwise known as Matty Ice. And Ant, what I didn't mention to you, what you didn't mention to me was you always notice when I trim my beard, and here I am, not the scruffy looking nerf herder that you know.
Did you see me though, like staring at you, like what's the difference? There's something different here.
Different.
I have gone from wandering. I've gone from despondent Obi-Wan to wandering Jedi Obi-Wan.
Okay. Yeah,
right
I like it. No,
eyes,
you look great.
Have you or someone else you know been harmed by a Jedi?
No, I literally, Matt, I was ticking through in my head. I'm like, no, it's not the hat. He usually has a hat. It's not the glasses. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow tonight.
It's cool. I still.
It happens to the best of us.
Romance has left our relationship. It's fine.
It's
fine.
I hate you. I'm sending you flowers.
Thank you.
Flowers right now.
Yeah, action figures, not flowers.
That's already done.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
Well, anyways, boys.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
I am not a committee. That's where you can find me on Instagram. Ant is what they call me. So yeah, pumped to be here tonight. Excited to be back with you guys. I am a spicy sarlacc too. I like that. It has been that
was off the rip, dog.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I could tell.
I think of myself as a tangy Tuscan. If I'm really tangy Tuscan.
I'll think of something.
That's a good one. I do like that.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But
the plague
that's
is of paprika.
I'm here. I'm ready to do that.
A salty Sith.
What are we talking about tonight, guys?
Salty Sith.
I haven't talked to you in 2 weeks. Let me have it.
Yes. Well, hey, so what we're doing tonight, so we're doing there's not too much going on in the Star Wars world right now. Like we got the next Rebuild the Galaxy coming up in a little bit, but there's not too much on that. We'll go into that later on. But something that did happen, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. For those of you who don't know, I caught the flu a while back, so I was completely out of commission for a hot minute. And last week, my internet decided not to work. So we've been going on about 2 weeks, no podcast at this point, basically. But essentially, what we're going to cover today, guys, we're talking the Starfighter, the Star Wars Starfighter casting, and kind of just an overview of it, of what they've released so far, because honestly there's some really great stuff in this, as well as some really great actors, guys. Like I'm actually so stoked to talk about some of these. Some of these were a surprise to me, actually, to tell you the truth. Really, some of these were a surprise, but let's just dive into this. So firstly, big props to my boy Ant for doing homework and just getting me all of the info on this, because it's been, like I said, I've been sick and basically slept all last week.
Yeah, and I didn't show up lately. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I try my best.
You guys are growing up.
We're trying to work our way out of middle management.
Like a little velocity.
But anyways, guys, so for the information we got on Star Wars Starfighter so far, the actual premiere is scheduled for 28 May 2027. So we still got a hot minute on this, to be honest with you.
Mando and Grogu between then, and
yes, we do.
We're gonna be having some tasteful dishes of Star Wars in between.
Yeah.
We will, for sure.
Season 2. While you guys do that, I'll do a little research. Hold on.
That is going to be next year, I believe. But for some of the info on Starfighter, though, so we got director Sean Levy, who's known for Deadpool and Wolverine recently, one of the best Marvel movies ever made, in my opinion, by the way.
So
Yeah, already. And then moving into some of the confirmed cast, and this is the big stuff right here, and I am so stoked about some of these. So we already know Ryan Gosling confirmed for the lead role. His character is protecting a young charge from dark forces. Flynn Gray cast as the nephew of Gosling's character. Amy Adams, which is actually a huge surprise for me.
Yeah, I was very surprised. And we just want to go person by person, or you want to like we'll roll through, but I think like
keep in mind too with these people, these are all new people. This is kids 5 maybe 6 years after Rise of Skywalker, so
which I'm pumped for. That's what I was talking about on the hot takes. We got to get out of the timeline.
Exactly.
Yes,
And this is all unexplored territory, with all kind of, to me, how I felt about Skeleton Crew. Like, we have a brand new piece here with brand new people that we don't know. Now, Skeleton Crew, those people could fit into our current galaxy, which was awesome. But these ones are in completely unexplored time. So I just want to point that out. I think that's it's really cool, and like no background on any of it. So
yeah, I'm pumped. I
will, and that's kind of it's kind of the allure of it.
No, I agree. It's like, it feels like when Force Awakens.
That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, it feels like when Force Awakens came out, and you really didn't know what it was going to be. Like, you knew characters were coming back, but it's a whole new world. I will say it's an interesting thing, because I know we talked about bringing this up, and I don't want to belabor it, but Disney saying that they're like refocusing energy on bringing back like millennial and Gen Z male audience members. And we won't belabor all of our opinions on that, because it's not what this cast is about. But I think one of the things that's interesting is a lot of people are projecting that Amy Adams is going to be Mara Jade. And in canon, and I don't think that's the case, because they know retconning things has really pissed a lot of those fans off. So I think it'll be a totally new character. Yeah, I think it'll be totally new character. And I'm very interested in who Matt Smith is going to play. And
yes, so
Matt Smith was announced.
That one, he's supposedly
two of the ones
going to be guiding the Mia Goth, or Maya, I don't know how it's pronounced, but her character.
I think it's Mia.
It's Mia Goth.
That's actually the two that I think I am actually the most excited for, because I love Matt Smith as an actor. So firstly, fantastic Doctor Who.
100%.
Damon Targaryen, one of the greatest characters to come out of the Game of Thrones.
I'm a Tennant guy, but I like Matt
Smith. Yeah, I mean, Tennant's good too.
Yeah, I'll admit it. I'm definitely a Tennant guy. But him and I think him and Mia Goth teaming up is going to be. I think that would be monumental, and I think it's going to be amazing for the universe. Honestly, just to be real with you, and I see those two teaming up and just being like a master and apprentice almost type thing.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be like they are going to be antagonists, and what the info that I could find said is basically that his character is going to be. I think it says guiding. Yeah, kind of. Described as perhaps the next great villain in the saga. So who knows what or who he will be.
Do you know, when we talk about like fan casting, do you know who my dream was for Matt Smith to play? Plagueis.
Oh god, I'd love to hear it.
Plagueis. Really? He would have been a great Plagueis. I could see that. Softer spoken. He's tall and like wiry. He's kind of got, if you look at like the way they captured the moon face in Acolyte, he's got the jaw. Like you could have done a little bit with CGI, but kind of tried to Davy Jones it, with a little bit more practical.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like I'm so stoked for him to be in this, but that was like my humble wish when we saw Plagueis at the end of Acolyte, was that. But I mean, overall, like I just think this is going to be really great, and I think we don't necessarily think there needs to be a course correction, but I think this is a little bit of a part of that, and we're going to get something. I'm very curious to see what the feel is going to be with Sean Levy.
Yeah, I think.
Go ahead, Ant.
I think it's going to be, kind of like. You're going to be taking on some sort of almost like a thrill ride. I feel like, it's going to be more. I feel like you're going to have a little bit more action in this, but I could be wrong. But I feel like you're going to have a little bit more action, and the story. That's where I'm with Sean Levy. Like, it's going to be a good story that makes cohesive sense. Like you throw together a movie like Deadpool and Wolverine, like if you had the wrong person doing that same exact movie,
Yeah.
it could make absolutely no sense.
Well, I feel like it's going to be one of the things. One of the things I really liked about Skeleton Crew was it was rollicking.
Go ahead.
It's rollicking. Like the original, when you watch, I just recently rewatched New Hope and Return of the Jedi. And some of the things that those have, like it's dark Empire Strikes Back, right? You watch Phantom Menace, it's less dark, like, Revenge of the Sith.
Sure.
You think about like Phantom Menace, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Force Awakens. There is a rollicking element, like it's an adventure, and I think that this is going to have that, and that's why I like Rebels, right? For the most part, is for that reason too. Yeah, and I think that that's really, it's going to be not have its dramatic moments, but it's going to feel a little more on balance with Star Wars, because Sean Levy understood the comic book elements, and he took such special care of the characters that came in to Deadpool, and we're going to see more of that. That's my final piece on that one. I'll let you go. Yeah. Sorry, just cutting this poor guy off.
No, you're good. You're good. I was gonna say, so I mean, I think that they have some big shoes to fill, because like when you think Star Wars, right? For me, like most people, and this is just a me personally thing, most people, the first thing to think of is the lightsaber battles, stuff like that. For me, especially because my first experience with Star Wars was watching Return of the Jedi in theaters, I go straight to those epic space battle scenes, like the second Death Star assault, cutting into the newer age with stuff like the Revenge of the Sith opening. Like that's the stuff that like if they are gonna do something with Starfighter, it has to be that epic grand scheme like that, honestly. And if they do this right, it will be a knock out of the park, honestly.
Yeah, and they got to set the tone. Like the Rise of Skywalker battle's good. I feel like the thing that's going to set the tone for the new era is that the second 4 episodes of Ahsoka season 2 are supposed to be a naval battle between Thrawn and Akbar, is what they've said.
Yeah,
it's like a huge naval and ship to ship battle, and like while that's whatever's going on, and I think like that's going to really set the tone for that elevated element that I think like we've had it in a bunch of stuff, but that's really the moment. Like you've got maybe 4 hours there to really show us some shit and escalate it. So like, I think that's going to be a precursor to this. And I know everybody gets Jedi stuff. You're going to get Starfighter stuff. When am I going to get Blaster Battle, a Star Wars story? Like that's what I guess I got it with the last episode of Book of Boba Fett, a lot of the Mandalorian, but
yeah, you kind of
Blaster Battle, the Star Wars movie.
You want a smuggler movie
or
show.
I still stand by Solo. It was a really good pilot for a limited series called Scoundrels that gets you.
And
I
love the movie personally.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
He said that he was open to coming back as
for the right script, because he had some moments.
Okay, that's another story too.
Yeah, we're getting into the movie soon, everybody.
Anyways, but yeah, so yes, but yeah, I think we can go ahead and wrap that up there. Like we're super excited for Starfighter, given everything that they've told us, as well as this amazing cast lineup that we have. Some surprises, some that we've known already. But honestly, so stoked for this to come out. And honestly, the rest of this episode is going to just be us doing toy shit, guys.
Yeah.
So like a bunch of us. Yeah, like. Yes, and we actually have a very special guest coming on here in a little bit, who I will I'm going to leave nameless for the time being, but he might have got something from us a little. No, oh God, I wish he might have got something from us recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, seriously. So we're gonna do our collector's corners here in just a minute. But per usual, I just want to give my boys at SaberMax a shout out, because they actually had added a really sick new lightsaber to the collection recently. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of share that with you guys. And I don't think I've even shared this with you two yet. So let me go ahead and share this. And it is the Quinlan Voss saber.
Oh shit, that's cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah, so this is brand new on them. And the really cool thing about this is it has the exposed kyber core crystal right here, honestly. So yeah, I mean, honestly, so it's by lightsaber standards, it's really nothing super flashy or crazy, but I think just the impact of Quinlan Voss, especially excuse me, when you talk about bringing in potentially an Asajj Ventress recently, this would be an awesome one to add to your guys' collection. So yeah, you guys can find this on their website.
Reminds me of Qui-Gon's lightsaber a little bit.
Yeah, I like Quinlan's is so simple. Like I always like that it's like he's an undercover Jedi. It can't be flashy. It's got to be, usable and tactile. Yeah.
A little bit like we were talking about with Nosha a little while back, right?
Yep, exactly. I think you mentioned that. Yes, correct. I stole Nosha's idea. He'll be back soon. I'll apologize.
Yeah. So, anyways, I was actually supposed to call him today to help him out with his saber, and I just got too busy. But, anyways, guys, so this is right on their website. You guys can no, too well. It's on their website. You can check it out, and as usual, use code the Dadalorian to receive 10% off your order. But guys, moving into that, we are gonna have our very special guest coming on here very shortly. So let me see if he's ready to go.
Nice.
This gentleman. Yes. So let's. I'm gonna give him just a quick minute here.
Who is us?
Yeah. While we're waiting for him to come on, I want to congratulate all the HasLab folks. Howl Runner in the comments brought up it's HasLab Eve, and they backed. And I still do not get the hate. So I am very excited for everybody that got it. Especially my friend who's getting 2, so I can go play with them.
That's awesome. So how that works?
I thought the same thing, honestly.
Like when the people who backed it, when it hits it and it gets it's go through. Are they the only ones who get it?
Yeah,
that's it.
So you have to back it in order to get it.
Because if you think about the cost of plastic and everything, it's like they can't make a bunch and risk people not getting it. Because as a fandom, we get pumped about these things, but then things like budget come into play. So you got to commit to get it. They can't take the loss on. And I think that's a lot of when people were complaining about the size and everything. It's like, well, guys, plastic is tariffs and shit. Like plastic costs a lot. The price of all this. Also, I want to note when people go online and say things like, oh, back in the day, I got this for $9.99. If you do the math on the inflation, $9.99 was $50 in 1982. So like, that's not like I don't know. I think money always worked the same, but I could be wrong.
in our lifetime.
Yeah. And that makes me very thankful for some Christmas presents my parents got, like vehicles and things.
Seriously, man.
No doubt.
But our special guest is ready to go, so let's get him added into the
drum roll, please.
So drum roll, and it is going to be okay. Well, hopefully you can see him here in a minute.
Aaron, what's up?
But right now, it's so.
Hello,
and there he is. What's up, Aaron?
Fresh from Galaxy's Edge. We can't hear you.
Yeah. So. One second.
Are you on mute?
I thought I heard him for a moment.
No, it was my annoying.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
I think he was mute.
You just got to go into your settings and make sure that you're. He's doing it. He's got it. He's a real pro.
He knows what's up. Unlike me.
Ari said memory is a major motivator. Ari, I'm going to get into a little bit of nostalgia with my collector's corner, so I'm excited to see you hear it. I think you've kind of heard it from me, but I'm excited for everybody else to hear it and you to relive it.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna give Aaron just a couple of minutes to get his stuff set up. That is the joys of doing this live. So
any other fun comments floating around in there?
Nothing yet. We get anything on Instagram over there, Eric or Ant? You looking?
Yeah. So actually, I was gonna say we got one in from my buddy Mando Rex Props. It's a buddy of mine who does his the 3D printing. He actually is working on a really sick one right now for he's doing a Commander Bakara full kit. And I should be meeting up with him at Southern Alabama Comic-Con here in actually probably like 20 days or something like that.
Are you going to be stabbing him?
And super stoked.
What's that? You going to stab him as Nihilus in a photo? Because that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah,
I can add the light.
It would be. I'm going to be going and doing my Revan one out in at a con for the first time. Actually,
that'll be fun. I love how you're all with your cosplay. It's fun.
So that was like a fun build.
Yeah. Do you want to do one of ours while we wait for Aaron?
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and I'll just go ahead and try to remove him from the studio and have him get back in. So let's just try to do that. Anyways, But anyways, I'll try to have him get back in. While we are doing that, though, let's go ahead and Matt, I know that you're super stoked for yours, brother. So why don't you go ahead and knock yours out first?
All right. Yes, we're doing our 2 figures each to show everybody just some of our new figures. Where it's going to be Black Series focused because it's us. So it was hard for me to pick my second. I know my first, and I'm going to do my first favorite last. So it's hard for me to pick the second figure I was going to pick. I wanted to do Barriss Offay, but I have some gripes with that figure. Don't hate it. So I have some gripes. I want to keep it positive. So I remember a couple weeks ago we had to cancel the cast, and I never got to show my main man Chewie. So here we go.
A New Hope one, right?
Yeah, the new Hope Chewie.
Yeah,
He's just fantastic. You can see, I mean, the articulation versus the other Wookiees is just insane.
Let's see those
the way he can hold his crossbow, the strap on the bowcaster. I think the bowcaster is still that plastic that bends a little when you use it. It goes over his shoulder, but you look at like the range of motion on him versus like the old Chewie. And I actually I can't pick him up without messing it up my shelf, so I'm not going to take down the other Chewie. It's just a brand new body sculpt, and I think we all thought it wasn't when they announced it, and it's so beautiful looking. And also, a thing that I'm really impressed with is you now have Black Chrysanthemum, you have Chewie, and you have Kelnaka, and they are all completely different Wookiee bodies.
They are,
which is so freaking cool. And you have like different height levels and sizes. My Chrysanthemum complaint will always be that he's like bigger than Chewbacca in the comics, but minor complaint. The one thing I will note, and this is just an absolutely great figure, and I love the bowcaster, is the very front, the bow piece. A lot of people complained about this. It just regularly falls out. And so I crazy glued mine because I couldn't do it anymore.
It was
a little bit of glue, and a lot of me going, even, not tilted. This is permanent. But it worked out. Everything worked out okay in the end. He looks great next to Han. If you go to my page, Black Series Daily Desk, plenty of pictures of him.
Oh, you'll
got
find
a Wookiee
magnificent
coming up
photos
that he's going to be in. So that's exciting. But this is really, it's a figure that, like, when it came out, I was like, yeah, I could do a new Chewie, but I'm fine with what they have. But even the range of motion with the bowcaster, he can. It's always been traditionally very hard to get him to two-hand the bowcaster, and it's like perfect here. So this Black Series, a New Hope Chewie, is just, and even the new face is like so much better. It like actually looks like him, and it's really cool. So I'm a big fan of that one.
How was his grip with the bowcaster? Because that's always the hardest part of getting the Wookiees to hold the bowcaster. Is the hand a little better?
Yeah, the hand's much better. I mean, it twists. It's like, even if you look at the way that the fur is curved on it right there, like it really looks like it did in the movie.
Oh, okay, nice.
And it looks like he's really holding it like by the front there from the side. The one that's the hardest is Chrysanthemum with that giant rifle. I just the crap out of the arm so he can kind of do this with it, and that's as far as I got. But I want to do my second figure, which was this year I've been very lucky. Of the top 5 most wanted figures to be made, I got my Han, I got updated Revenge of the Sith, Anakin and Obi-Wan, which were 2 and 3, and I got my updated New Hope Han, which is just here because he brings me comfort. And then the other one, which I felt was a long shot ever, my main man Black Series Dash Rendar, and this is just a beautiful figure. I've got him here. I painted up his blaster a little. For that one. I didn't love that. So I understand why he comes with the Han Solo blaster, and the reason he comes with the Han Solo blaster is because that's what he used in the video game. But if you'll remember all the other media, he had this sucker, including. I'm put this gun down so you just kind of say he had this sucker, including the action figure and the multimedia. And he's just such like, I mean, this figure is so dynamic. I mean, you look at it, he's a
so it comes with 3 blasters.
No, so that's where I'm going. Thank you. So when I ordered that cool Cassian Briar pistol, I noticed on my good friend Syndicate Customs page, they had a whole kit where this blaster was like for people that made custom dashes. There was like a wire that went to a pouch that I wasn't really prepared to, have snap. So I asked them if they could make me one without the wire, and they did, and it's just awesome. And it's like this thick barrel blaster, and then I've added this old custom. Was the first custom blaster I ever bought because there wasn't a lot of figures that came with it, the Pirate Blaster. But I love how he can two-hand really well as a figure with them, and I love that overarchingly there's great articulation. The one thing that's tough is these shoulder pads get in the way, but it's like when I put the 3 blasters in, he's a mercenary, kind of arrogant, and that kind of falls into pseudo pirate. So I like the idea of the 2 blasters. One thing I do really like is that they did a nice job of the armor on his chest is not a floating piece, which I know some people like the floating pieces.
Nice.
I typically do, but it allows his arms to get all the way down here, which I really enjoy. The rest of the articulation is standard. And I can say, like, if you look at the Han, which I love, and this is a problem with a lot of the figures, the vest looks great, but that's as far as his arms go. So you can't really get a natural pose if he's not doing something dynamic like this. But yeah, I got to show off this figure as much as I can. But so Dash, what I love about this figure and what made me really the most excited, beyond it being a beloved character, is that as a kid, when Power of the Force came out, there was no media that took not Power of the Force came out and then Shadows. There was no media that took place between Empire and Return of the Jedi. And this was the first time they were exploring it. And I think it's an interesting thing. For me, I've taken so many pictures and posted them this past week. And the reason is I think there's a big nostalgia factor for me. Like, it reminds me of like waiting for these to come out. And my buddy Crispy TVC, who's on in the comments often, he like went to Toys R Us that morning with his dad and called me and was like, they have them. And then like I had to beg my parents to take me right when they got home from work. I got the last Dash figure, and it's funny. And then it's so nostalgic and it brings back that vibe. But it is funny. I was thinking about a lot of folks and friends I have that are really into it don't remember him that well beyond the game, but they have this nostalgia. And I kind of realized it was such a multimedia thing that if you really go back and read the comic and read the book, he's cool. He's like hired to protect Luke and he knows Han, but he's not like a huge focal point of the book. And he kind of, in quotes, dies because he came back later in a very unceremonious way. But the people that have the affinity like me is like playing that video game all the way through, and you got the Shadows figures, and he was just this badass character, like a gun that flipped over his shoulder. But it just created this real, I was telling my buddy, it's like I'm back. I took a photo of a bunch of the Shadows Black Series figures the other day and posted it, I think last night actually. And it just takes me back to being a little kid and mixing and matching these and playing with them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, I can't wait to get that one, honestly.
Yeah, it's worth it. I have two. I have another one on my shelf back there. One for my shelf, one for myself. So one's pristine.
That game was, and I think that's my connection there is the game. I mean, before we had enough allowance to buy that game, Ari and I would go to the Blockbuster and rent that game religiously.
I was like, that Christmas, I got the game. I already had Dash, and I got the Outrider, and it was huge. I got Snuva. I hope they make a Snuva Chewie in disguise.
Have you ever had a better Christmas?
I don't. That's a big one for me. I remember getting the game, and it was like a whole, because we weren't allowed to like play with our toys during like Christmas when everybody was over. So, but we could play video games with my cousins. So we played that game for maybe 7 hours. Like they had to drag us away to go home, and everybody took a turn. And we were just like waiting for your turn. It was like, if you leave the room and don't somebody's turn, you don't get yours. So you're just sitting there.
Like, your feet lose your seat.
Yeah. Please let him die. But yeah. Anyway, Aaron, you're back. We working?
All good.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Hello. Yeah, we got you.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, we can.
So
What's
sorry
up, Aaron? How you doing, man?
Difficulties and
no worries.
And then I finally had to just get my backup like physical mic.
I know you're all good.
Luckily, these headphones are working.
Oh, believe me, brother, we've done it all at this point.
Yeah, people dropped off. We've had people that were supposed to be on that couldn't get on, so we just winged it without them. So yeah, but welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. You want to maybe introduce yourself a little? Tell us who your favorite character is.
Yeah,
We usually do that to people.
Awesome. Well, my name's Aaron. I go by Aaron Anthony on Instagram. My favorite Star Wars character is Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader.
Oh yeah, that's why I was happy you won this. I know.
Always been my favorite since I was.
For those of you who haven't figured it out yet, Aaron is the one that won our Anakin and Obi-Wan SDCC 2-pack. And we invited him on for Collector's Corner because he's going to show it off for us, actually,
and open the sleeve for the first time. He
hasn't even opened this thing up at all, guys.
It's been staring at me from across the room all day.
We appreciate the way you
are not an inbox collector, I take it.
Or what? Sorry?
You are not an inbox collector, I take it.
Inbox collector?
You open them up. You open those bad boys out.
I want to, but this one, I'm like, I don't know.
It's tough.
I can.
It's
just so special to me. I don't know.
Dude, you saw how I went through and I opened up all of mine recently. I sat on that decision for like 3 months. You can ask these guys. Yeah, like it was one of those ones because I was just like, oh, should I, shouldn't I? And it's, I mean, as collectors, it's that personal decision on just how you want to show your stuff off.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, yeah,
Well,
and I mean,
well,
it's
that's
a
my
good
thought,
it's a
too.
good
I'm like,
piece.
what's the point of having it if I can't, display it in all its glory, but at the same time, do I want it to collect dust at times? And
Yeah, and I hear you. And I think also it's how you want to enjoy it. And this is a special set. Like when my buddy got mine for me because I didn't make the that was donated by a friend of the cast. So like my set,
oh, okay,
a friend of mine made it through and I didn't to get it. We both did that intentionally. And it was funny. My wife went and picked it up while I was working at his place around like it's a couple blocks from me. And I opened it so fast. He's like, that might be the record for opening something. And I usually like tear into it. And I was like snipping the cords like delicately. I was like, the hands have fingers and there's little pegs. And I was like totally freaked out. But
the same one.
Yeah, there's a lot. When I was like, bring scissors, I was like, I'm kind of like, I don't want to use so many little pieces. So if you don't want to open it, we get
I
it.
might have to like open it off camera because I don't have scissors. I only have my pocket knife.
Yeah. Well,
so
if you don't feel pressured.
Can be the box.
Don't feel pressured if you just want to show it in the box.
I tell you what, you just whipped that thing out like you were ready to shank a motherfucker though.
That's my parents say. I might
you want me to open the shit, motherfucker?
On the inside, I might unbox it on the inside and take away like the plastic pieces that hold it together, and maybe keep it in the box.
That's a good call.
And like have it displayed because, Anyway.
Well, regardless, brother, why don't you? I know you haven't even opened the sleeve yet. Why don't you do that so we can see it?
Here, let me maybe for everyone to see
how
it looks.
Beautiful.
The packaging on that's just gorgeous, by the way.
So if Anakin's your favorite, tell me how do you feel about Obi-Wan then? Are you an Obi-Wan lover or Obi-Wan despiser?
I'm not an Obi-Wan despiser at all. I mean, if anything, Obi-Wan was just trying to, help him, be the brother that he could be to him, and the master that he could be to him. And
I quote, "I hate you."
Exactly.
Yeah. He's an Obi-Wan hater.
No, I love that. That's a great perspective on it. Obi-Wan's my favorite, and I love Anakin as well. So.
And I love Ewan McGregor, so I can't hate on him.
It's
fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. I can't.
He's the man, the myth.
Yeah. It's funny.
Legend.
If you think about it, like when I was a little kid, because I'm older than everybody, like Alec Guinness was like my Obi-Wan. And then now over the years, it's like when I watch like the old, the older films, like Ewan is now my Obi-Wan. Like even the voice that God, I forget his name. Even the voice that they did with old Obi-Wan and Rebels, it's the same guy, James Arnold Taylor, that does Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars. That's like more of the mix of the Ewan and the Alec Guinness, and I love it. But that's like who my Obi-Wan has become, and I think for most of us that's the case. You've gotten the most of him in the part.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to me with Anakin. I kind of blend the two between Hayden and with
Sebastian Shaw,
and who's the one that who does the voice of him in Clone Wars?
Oh, James Earl. Oh, in the Clone Wars.
Oh
no, it's Matt
Lanter.
Yeah. Oh, he's great.
Yep, that's it.
It's kind of like funny because Hayden's more Lantery in his current roles, but if you listen to Revenge of the Sith and really listen, he's speaking in Vader's cadence. It's like a little, so I think he gets a lot of flack for that, but that is Vader's cadence. But anyway, I don't want to take your spotlight. Let's do the sleeve.
No, you're good. Alrighty, so I'm wondering on how I should do.
It just slides over.
I wouldn't even know.
I should do this. That way the camera
there's the little
can see.
straps up top, yeah.
And then let's see. I don't even want to ruin the sleeve.
Oh no, I know. I have nowhere to put the box, and I threw it out, and it was the hardest moment of my life. I was just like, just do it and get out of the garbage room. Just do it and get out of the garbage room.
Dude, I do that. I do that with Doorbell.
Oh my goodness!
God, it's such a beautiful set. It really is, and it's funny.
It is so awesome.
If you look on the side at the heads, I actually prefer the not evil Anakin head, like the regular Anakin.
Oh, does it come with different heads too?
You get a fighting Obi-Wan head and a regular Obi-Wan head and a regular Anakin head and an angry Anakin head, and it's got.
I'm so excited. Okay, I have to open this now.
One of the coolest features you'll see on it, if I'm showing it off, is both of them come with. Try to put it on them really quick without losing parts. This hand They have a swappable because now they have the poppable hands. But they both, Anakin and Obi-Wan, come with this hand.
Oh,
so you
yep.
can do the motion where they're like pushing.
Yeah. Oh, that would be dope. You can like pose them in different ways.
Yeah. Well, the coolest thing about it is you can finally, with Obi-Wan, I'm not going to do both hands. With Obi-Wan, I keep knocking my earbuds out, guys. I'm so excited. With Obi-Wan, you can do this finally correctly.
Oh,
so like
nice.
that's another benefit of that. But yeah, we're not going to make you open it, but just love to get your initial reaction. Like it's such a cool.
I'm lost for words, honestly. Like I am so in love with it. I mean, you guys, I was not expecting to win like at all. I mean, when I heard the news that they were releasing this for San Diego Comic-Con, I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool to have that. Unfortunately, I couldn't go to San Diego Comic-Con, and then later on, I saw your post, and I'm like, it's a long shot, but like, why not? Let's just see what happens. You know, and then
kind of the shots you don't take at the death.
Yeah, and then I think it was like what, maybe last week or the week before.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah. I was just here at home and I was just cleaning and I got a message, and I was like, because I did it like so long ago that I forgot that I even entered into it.
Yeah,
and then I saw it. And
I love it when that happens.
Yeah, and I was like, shut up. Like, no, this is like completes like my whole entire. I think like my whole entire like collection that I have right now, as you can tell, like Revenge of the Sith is my favorite.
Yes,
it's gonna go right there by
it's a centerpiece,
autograph.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Is that a signed Hayden? That's so cool.
Yeah, I met him.
Based on your Instagram, it looks like you've met him.
Yeah, I've met him a couple months ago. Wow. He came here to Phoenix for Phoenix fan
and you're
season.
still alive and well with us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's good. Well,
it
was funny when
you didn't die on the spot. You're just dead.
Yeah. Nicest human being, very humble.
Yeah, I've
he
heard
wasn't like, oh my gosh. He said, he shook my hand, said my name twice. That's all I could ask for.
So he listened.
You know?
It's more than I asked for. So it's funny when you won. So my wife Jen, who we call our producer studio head, she was gracious enough on the day of the cast to go through everybody's names, validate who followed all the rules, and take a quick scan of their page to make sure it wasn't like, we tried to avoid resellers because we want somebody that's really going to enjoy it. And when I was like, oh, Aaron Anthony won, she was like, oh my God, I remember his page. He has pictures with Hayden. She was like, this is going to make his entire life. And I was like, do you want to message him?
Please tell her that it has.
She's not feeling well tonight, so I don't think she's listening in, but I will tell her and she'll watch this later. But
I don't think we gave her enough credit for how much homework Jen did for all that. Honestly, but she did amazing with that.
Yeah, it was the night before. I was just full Sunday scary. He's like, how am I going to do this during work? Because it ended, like the day of the day before the podcast. It was a Tuesday cast, and just totally like freaked out. And Jen woke up. She's like, I got it. Don't worry. And she's like, she's freelance. She had a little bit of time, but definitely appreciate her. But yeah, man, I'm so stoked that you won it.
It was really helpful. I was trying to find my Excel for Dummies book to help out. But
I made Andrew do the final cleanup. Like somebody else do something.
When we saw that, like when we did the wheel spin, because I like, in all seriousness for everybody watching, like it was completely random. We filled everybody out on there. We did the wheel names, and I was like, I don't know. Hopefully somebody cool wins. And I saw it land on your name, and I was just like, absolutely, man, let's go.
I'll put the discllaimer out there. We knew someone cool would win because one of you guys
listen to the podcast.
So, 100%. Knew we did.
That is true. That is
good
true.
Save, man. Good save. But man, we're stoked that you have it. And if you want to hang out, these guys are going to do their 2 figures.
Stay on with it.
Their new toys. Yeah,
if you've got time.
Yeah, I got time. Perfect. No, I'll just be drooling.
He's like,
Sorry, what was that? But anyway, all right, who's going, Ann or Eric? I just did my 2.
I can go next. Aaron, are you? So do you? I looked at your page a little bit, but are you like a Black Series collector, or are you more of a Hayden collector?
A little bit of both. Darth Vader, Anakin, more dark side of a collector. Some Grogu mix in there. I mean,
nice.
Fair enough. Can't possibly not collect that good.
Well.
But Black Series characters, I do have some. They're not displayed here, but I do have some.
I was gonna say
stored.
That is very nice. display, and I've
Thank you.
neat and contained. Yeah,
Thank you.
I love it.
I need bigger shelves, honestly, because after I saw this come through the mail today, because
Those are your final words.
The guy came to my front door, and the
last
package
thing
was
you'll
like
say.
so huge, and I was like, oh my god, it's bigger than I expected. And then when I opened this, I'm like,
That's what she
I
said.
need a And then when I opened it, I was like, I'm gonna need to make room on this shelf or get new shelves because I'm just running out of space.
Maybe
Mhm.
we open the gateway to the full-on Black
Well,
Series.
let me show you.
Honestly,
So-
I think so. I can kind of.
I mean, you got the
Yeah.
best set they've ever done to start, so you just got to start chipping away at some.
It's
I'm going to
true.
tell you, if you start opening them, I mean, if your inbox is fine too, like I said, it becomes pretty addictive. Next thing you know, you'll be taking toy photos like all of us. So get ready.
Oh yeah.
These are your
But,
first
like,
steps into a new
Aaron,
world.
you followed my page for a while, and like you saw, I had my shit in boxes for years, and then like I go, all right, let me pop open one, let me pop open two, and okay, let me open all 300 of them now.
What a great day that was.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit took me weeks actually.
Yeah, I know.
Really.
I remember
Oh my
just
gosh.
being like, I love this figure. And I was like, yeah, I got it like 3 years ago, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I was so happy.
You're playing
One-
one for the first
yeah.
time.
One thing I would like to say is, especially for you, Eric, and then also with our buddy Brent, you both are such inspirations to me when it comes to being a Star Wars fan. You guys are nothing but humble and kind, and when I got to actually
Yeah,
meet
make me
Hayden,
cry.
when I got to meet Hayden, you guys got to kind of bring out that humble and kindness out of me, especially because literally so I met Hayden on a Friday. Literally that Sunday, I was in a really, really bad car accident
Oh, no.
and
Oh man.
was in the hospital for a good 2-3 days.
Oh, my
And
God.
luckily,
That's
I made it
okay.
out okay, and I made it to go meet Hayden. And I met now a really good friend of mine over at Phoenix Fan Fusion. And I was like, you know what? My wife was kind of spared during that time. I need to do something that's kind of for somebody else, but I want to make
Yeah.
somebody's day, maybe somebody's life. So I asked this one guy that I met at Fan Fusion if he'd like to go with me to meet Hayden.
Oh, nice.
And
Hell yeah.
so he got to
What
go
a
with
great
me.
story, dude. I love
And
it.
all of that is because of you guys and
Thank you.
Star Wars fan in general. That's all I gotta say is, if you are a true fan of Star Wars, you are nothing but humble and kind to others.
That we love
Hell
that.
yeah.
And we
Very
try
well
to promote that positivity. All
Hell
right.
Very
yeah,
well
man.
said, Aaron.
All right, now, Ant, you have to be humble about your toys. It's the toad.
I will. So the couple
Humbly look at my shit.
Yeah.
couple figures that I got here tonight to show off are one of them might just be my new favorite figure. Both of them are really awesome, and I have not had the luxury of buying a whole lot of new figures this year just due to financial reasons. I'm trying not to just buy action figures all the time. So
Same.
when I get them, it's a nice treat.
Yeah. Yes.
But recently I did happen upon a couple new ones. And so both of these figures happen to be brand new to my shelves. Neither of them have actually sat on the shelf yet.
Okay.
First one was a pretty cool nab for me because I absolutely love the Skeleton Crew. It might be my second favorite show when it comes to Star Wars shows. So I have not gotten any of the kids yet. So I finally picked up
Be careful how you word that.
Matt already took us to way darker places with that.
What?
So dude, there was one episode where like the first 10 minutes you could have been on a
Watch
daylight
list.
show.
Listen, I was just saying I like the kids. All right, they're good actors.
Anywho, so the one
We
that
got him, guys. We got him.
started off as, I don't want to say my least favorite, but I didn't really care about, and then ended off honestly as my favorite. KB.
Oh, very nice.
That's like my favorite from the line of the kids. Although Neil's pretty good too. But that's
Yeah, it was tough between her and Neil, but she had dropped
Those are the
down
two
and-
I don't have actually.
She actually, I know Matt, you said that she was kind of tough to get, but she actually dropped down in price on Amazon.
really?
She was at like like $16. So I
Oh
was
wow!
like,
Where
Oh,
was
wow.
it?
that. So I think all of them, Matt, you can probably correct me or either of you guys, but all of them have like 2 accessories, correct?
Yeah, I think
So-
one of them
Yeah.
comes with a walkie, a flashlight, and a backpack. But there's a place to put the extra accessory if there's 3.
Oh hell yeah!
Yes.
There's even with this one with 2. There is, you can put it in the backpack. Thanks for pointing that out. So you can put the flashlight right in
I
there.
love it.
But the fact that I love that it has the each of them have like those couple accessories, but I don't know. She turned out to be like such a there's a pretty decent I want to say character arc, but it's like basically we got to know her well. As that
The trash crab episode
you
gave
know.
her a really good
Yeah, it
character
gave her a really
arc.
good part.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, she went from kind of bottom of that for the group of four to the top for me. So that's why I went with her, and the price was nice. Now, my favorite one is gonna be
Such a good figure.
also from Skeleton Crew,
Yeah.
SM33.
Looks
our
great on
boy-
camera too. Might I add.
The real question is, does it count as a 2-pack because of the rat?
Right.
I say yes. The rat is currently in my the Beskar container that came with the client.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Yep.
I'm not gonna lose that rat, so I stuck him
You
in
know how
it.
to do it? You can take the back
So-
of his head off and just slide it in, and then it connects. Hey,
So now, just for a height comparison here, I'm gonna bust out Dumb Luke from my shelf and show you. So this is
God, he's huge.
right next
Yeah.
to each other. Now,
and the legs
now,
extend. You got to show
just-
that feature.
Just pause. Now, both the arms,
Oh, they just pop right out.
and it's
Yeah.
a firm pop out. But
Yeah, that's one of the. I forget which one on mine. It just won't extend, and I keep popping the actual leg out when I try to do it, so I got to soften it.
Oh.
I see Aaron's opening in the
Like
back.
that.
Now, so it didn't take long.
He caught me. Yeah. I got one piece of tape off. and
Meanwhile,
I'm like, there's
So-
no going back now.
now,
Yeah.
Eric, once you extend this guy,
It's huge.
Holy
Look at him.
shit.
Yeah, and
Oh,
he's
wow.
like much easier to stand than I thought he'd be with the peg leg.
yeah,
Like,
he really is.
Oh,
Oh,
so
that's
funny.
cool.
I was
And
gonna
then
wait
the
on
other
him.
cool thing is these pieces on his arm
Yeah,
pop off.
Oh, and you get the shields.
and one of the
Yep.
shield has blaster marks too. And show that. That's really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. Good detail.
Yeah, so as far as the posing goes, like I took 2 pictures. Actually, I took 4 pictures with him already. But 2 pictures that are
Nice.
just freaking
I love it.
gorgeous pictures. So like you can have him be, doing whatever.
A lot more articulation than I thought too. On a figure
Yeah,
that
the
big.
articulation's great. Oh yeah, Eric, when I put him next to him, look, I forgot to do this part. The body
Oh,
extends
Jesus.
up as well.
Yeah,
So now
it's freaking massive, dude.
that's what
Luke's
happens in the
head.
show. So
It's
cool.
huge.
Luke's head is at his chest.
Oh wow.
Making me want to watch Skeleton Crew now.
I know.
Right?
I know.
I'm gonna watch that
Rewatch
tonight.
time.
I'm just gonna watch the episode the first time he extends. I think it's episode 2, where you really get to see him just wreck shit. But yeah.
Yeah. Funny enough,
Yeah.
I think I just saw that one at
So-
Downtown Disney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm
so
I
are
saw
you
it this
getting it.
weekend.
is when you say downtown Disney, are you referring to Orlando?
California.
California. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Do they have a Star Wars store there still?
Yes.
Nice. They shut the one in Disney Springs in Orlando down.
Oh, man.
Sad times. There is still a Star Wars store, but they had one that was like they called it like a Star Wars Outpost, I think.
Oh cool.
And
Oh.
that one is no longer. But the Star Wars store, Matt, I FaceTimed when I was there last, so we got to see a little glimpse of it.
Yeah.
It was when Ant was walking around making me jealous, and I was like, "No, there's nothing I want. Just hang up. I don't want to look at this. I can't. I haven't been."
An entire store devoted to Star Wars.
Yeah. It used to be a Rainforest Cafe, and then they changed it to
Oh.
the Outpost. And so, like, I read a thing of like what it's supposed to be like the jungles of the Fallen Jedi Temple or something like that. I'm like, well, it's a way to save money because it's already jungle themed, and it's just
True that, but I would still go.
yeah.
Yes. Well, good stuff from you, Ant. I love that SM33, honestly. And like,
Yeah.
for one of mine, I was actually torn between the one that I picked and that one pretty recently. So,
Yeah, my prior to SM33, my favorite figure this year has been Dagon from Fallen Order, and like
Survivor.
Matt was saying, or from Survivor. Like Matt, we were talking before the show a little bit. One of his favorite figures is one that he doesn't have a huge connection with. And this one, I did not have. Like, I enjoyed the character in the game, and I love beating a baddie, but I wasn't like in love with him. First thing I was like, oh, it's cool. He doesn't have an arm. I'm gonna get the figure. Like, that'll be fun for photos. And
Yeah.
I fell in love with that figure. Such a fun figure, but I think SM33 is going to take over as favorite figure of the year for me right now.
That's pretty valid, honestly. So, the interesting for first one I'm gonna show off actually, because I got this from one of my best friends recently. He just gave it to me, by the way, and it's good to compare it to what Anthony has now because it's this guy.
Oh,
it's the
that's
old
not-
Anakin. Yeah, so my buddy, he actually had gotten this a little while back. So the way he has his setup is he has like the helmets and sabers, and then he puts the Black Series action figure with that saber, basically.
Nice.
So he had ordered the new Anakin. So he's like, "Hey, dude, do you just you want this?" So like, I basically gave him my first order Stormtrooper to go with his first order helmet, and then he gave me this one because he just knows I want it. But yeah, and I can only imagine the articulation differences between this being several years old and the one that just came out. So the swappable heads, I mean, the neck on this is just like insanely long as well. So like,
how's the face? What's the facial structure on that one?
so this, let me see if I can.
That's really
You can
good.
see it. It's not bad for an older figure,
years old,
honestly.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it
for
is
an
really
older
good.
figure, it's not too bad, and it does have a
For an
little
older
bit of
figure,
cloth
it sticks
goods on
out.
it, which did surprise me. But I did a photo with it earlier today. Like I was on vacation today, so like I was driving around, found a spot to take photo with this, and like it still photographs very well. So like honestly, I'm very excited to have this one that I was after for a long time, mind you. So
Hey, before this pack, that figure itself actually currently on Amazon, I saw it last night. It was at like 144
Yeah.
for that one that's in your hand.
yeah, I know it's insane.
Before any of these reissues came out, like that's what people were paying if they wanted a Revenge of the Sith Anakin that badly.
Yeah,
He's not on my shelf. Okay, he's not on my shelf.
fair enough. Now, the second one I'm going to show off is one that I picked up recently, and it's one I never expected to find. But this has very quickly become my figure of the year, actually. And it's
Ooh.
this guy right
hell
here,
yeah, dude.
the Jedi Temple Guard. So,
That's
well,
dope.
hard to see.
You never see those.
No, so the detail on this is actually just insane.
This would
to be real
literally
with you.
just hit shelves in stores, right?
Yeah, like, dude, popped into GameStop just like randomly, and it was the only one there, and I was just like, "You're coming home." But yeah, like
Dude,
the
I feel like
articulation
GameStop is
on
always
this is
like
amazing.
that. You walk in and you see a figure that you never expect you would see at GameStop, but it's the only one of those figures.
Yeah, so like, and I was torn between this and SM33 because they actually had about like 6 SM33s to be honest with you.
Wow.
But yeah, I saw this one and I just like am so in awe of how amazing it looks, to be honest with you. Like, see if I can get a little more detail on it. But yeah, the details on it's great. It's got all the keys on the side and everything
love
like
that.
that.
Belt, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll call it.
And it does have the cloth goods down here on the underskirt, whatever you want to call it there. And like I said, the articulation on this one is fantastic. I've been messing around with it, and I sent to you a quick photo I took with it the other day, just at my desk. And I'm loving this one. Just looks great, articulates great. Did one photo with it earlier today, just like out in the woods and stuff. But I can't wait to do like some more action photos with this one, to be honest with you, because it's gonna be so nice. So. I think that took the place of my Savage as far as figure of the year, honestly.
Does Matt know we can't hear him?
Yeah, man. I don't know if
I've
you
just
know,
been
but
talking, and I'm like, Eric, are you just fucking ignoring me? I was like, okay, so first of all, what I said was that is the archive Anakin, which is a much better portrait than the original version of that figure. And what I was saying, I'm like, wow. But anyway, what I was saying about that,
everybody just keep ignoring him.
yeah, I've just been wow, guys. I've just been pre-ordering less because if I can't think of like 3 photos, then I can get the figure at a later date. And when that figure got shown, I thought the skirt was all rubber on it. And that like makes poses horrendous. But then like right when it came out, I think Howlrunner listens to us or somebody posted it in this like dynamic pose, and I was like, it's cloth. God damn it. So like now I'm gonna have to go on for that figure.
Yeah, honestly, it's fantastic. Like this, it's one of those ones where like you get it and you don't expect it to be as good as it is, and like you bust it out and it's like, oh, I'm glad I picked this one up.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah,
So-
that's good to know. Yeah, because there are ones like that, like Mon Mothma, for example. Like if they would have done Mon like that, it would have been so much better for. I mean, maybe they don't have anyone at Hasbro who's thinking of us toy photographers, but
Yeah, the Mon Mothma
Maybe.
figure, you basically need to glue to the table to stand up because the legs are like crunched in, like twisting those angles.
Yeah.
I have figure stands, so it's helpful. But yeah.
All right,
All right.
so well, boys, that does wrap
Oh
us
wait,
up
Aaron,
for
did you have it
the
open? Did
week.
you get it open enough to show something? Or are you still working? Oh
Ooh,
yeah,
got
He's
it
getting
somewhere.
there.
Put
Read
that
it.
guy
I'm
on
like-
camera with the
Like trying to be very, very
Oh,
careful.
when
with
I
it.
opened it, I snipped them out so fast, and then
Oh,
it took
shit.
me. I snipped them out so fast, and then it took me like an hour for everything else because I was like, "Don't mess it up, don't lose a piece, take your
Right.
time." But I mean, that's beautiful. I have it, but it's just so cool to see it in its scenery.
I
with the
love
background.
that it has the accessory pieces. I love the big accessories when it comes to Black Series.
Those swinging sabers
With
that
the
are like this
detail.
are so heavy compared to the other blades. You
Really?
see, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Nah.
like you can feel the weight on them because they're like a thick piece of plastic to make
Yeah.
that look of like the spin. And it's got the clash piece that you can connect in the middle, so it looks like they're
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm in a room with carpet, so I think I might have to lay like a sheet down or something just
Yeah.
in case.
I did it on a white table with
Okay.
Ziplocs. Have Ziplocs ready too because they have the little pegs you push into the stand, and I
Uh-huh.
think there's more than what goes in the stand. When I had
Okay.
it, so like I'm just giving you the heads up of my neurotic anxiety to help you.
No, I'm the same way. Like I
yeah.
like to have things
Yeah.
pristine. So.
Yeah. Cool. I think that's it, boys. Right? We're all good.
I think that is. It does wrap us up for today, guys. So, so for everybody listening and watching right now, we want to just take a quick moment and say thank you guys for joining us. We would appreciate it if you guys would go ahead and check out our Instagram at Sith Happens _Star Wars podcast, which should be going across the screen right now. So if you guys can go ahead, check that out. Give us a follow. There is actually
we have
our
that
link
now?
tree. Yeah, listen, we're figuring out something new. For those of you who haven't figured it out, we're on a new streaming platform, which is working out much better, by the way. A lot of cool things.
It shows us
but
stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. But on there, if you guys can go and check out our link tree, which has links to our YouTube, Spotify, all the good stuff, please get on there, give us a like and follow, like and subscribe on our YouTube. We would really appreciate that. And we got some great shows coming up. We have one next week that I will say that we are particularly excited about. Myself, Matt, and Ant are actually all going to be going and reading and breaking down the Duel of the Fates script, which for Matt, you might just want to give a quick snippet of what that is for the folks because you think you
Okay.
know the best.
Yeah, I mean, I've read it and I sent it to you guys, and hopefully Ant can open it, or I'm gonna end up having to photocopy it and scan it. So anyway, all 200 pages. But so what that is when The Last Jedi came out, Colin Trevorrow, the director who did the Jurassic World movies, was tapped to do the third in that trilogy called Duel of the Fates. The script was written, it was ready to shoot, and then Solo did not perform well. I have a thing. I think Solo didn't perform well because it was too close to The Last Jedi. And also, Star Wars in the summer is kind of weird now. I feel like they are holiday movies for a lot of people because of the nostalgia. But anyway, they freaked out and they gutted the script and brought J.J. Abrams back because they wanted to make changes. This script, in my opinion, is almost like in my headcanon, the end of that trilogy. It ties together arcs like Mortis from the Clone Wars in the script. Rey is in full Jedi. Luke is a Force ghost haunting Kylo. Kylo never turns good, which if you think about it, and I don't hate Rise of Skywalker, but when you think about it, Kylo never turning good pays off Luke wanting to kill Kylo. And we're going to get into all this next week because with Vader, he saw good in him. With Kylo, he saw this guy's going to be evil. So, and there's no redemption there. So there's a lot of really good stuff in the script. We'll be breaking it down and talking about some of our favorite parts. Big shout out to Brad Davis, who actually introduced Eric and I years ago, who is the one who got me the script. I hope I don't get him arrested for that, but sorry, Brad. It was bound to happen sometime. But yeah, we're very, very excited to run through that script. It's going to be a really cool episode, and we welcome comments. I know a lot of people have feelings on the sequels. We've done a sequels episode, and I'm sure we'll have feelings back. So it's going to be a really fun one, and then we're going to head into some, retrospectives on the first 6 films. Coming out of that for the 6 weeks after as we head into the end of the year. And we'll obviously do a, Rebuild the Galaxy cast as well. So a lot of good content to cover. We want to use this time when we have a little bit of less news and things to talk about to, kind of relive some of the moments that we've loved from Star Wars.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm super stoked for next week, honestly. But a big shout out to our guy Aaron here for joining us and showing off his new digs. Brother, any quick last things you would like to say to the folks at home, or just any final words? Ooh, did he freeze?
He froze. Very serious
so.
face.
Oh, his MacBook died. He actually just sent me a thing on Instagram. So, oh well. Anyways, that does happen from time to time.
Yeah.
So
We thank him very much for joining.
All been there.
yes, we thank him very much for joining. But anyways, Ant, why don't you start signing us off?
Yeah, heck yeah. No, I just want to reiterate, thank you, Aaron. Thanks for being on with us and chilling for a little bit. That was awesome to have you open that on the show, and thanks for I guess being a part of it. And I'm glad that it's something that you really have been looking forward to, and it's going to really fit into your collection and be that final piece. You say there'll be more, but anyway, shout out to you, Aaron.
There's never a final piece.
No, we learned the hard way, but it's a fun way as well. No, and also shout out to you, Eric, for this learning this new system we got going on here and doing the cool things that you've been doing with it, because I don't know how to do it, but it looks great. And I just want to say that Matt and I appreciate you. So with that, I'll say follow me on Instagram. I am .notacommittee. That's where you'll find my super adequate photos. And
better than mine.
See you all next week to talk about this script that I'm going to read.
Yeah, that Anna has been averse to reading for like 3 years. So this is going to be great.
Matt's been drilling me on this literally for 3 years now. He's been telling me about this,
Meanwhile, I've been trying to
he'll
finish.
Be like 3 months, and he'll be like, "So what are you doing on Friday?"
This will be the first one that you're negative about ever.
No, I'm not. I promise. I'm not going to be. I am excited to.
You're going to love it. I cried at the end of the script. I think you are too.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure I will. I will.
Meanwhile, I've been trying to finish Light of the Jedi for like a year.
Well, this is a quick read, because a movie script should be 1 minute. 1 page equals 1 minute of screen time minus battles. So you can knock this out in like 2 hours. It's very easy if you sit and read before bed.
Okay.
Yep. Anyway,
okay,
so
fair enough.
My turn. I want to say thank you to Aaron, Anthony, for joining. The kind words he said about Eric, and Brent, who's also a great guy. And we do this for people that love Star Wars as much as us, and try to keep it as positive as we can. With the exception of some of hot takes or things that we want to discuss that we're passionate about. But overall, it's a great hobby. It's a great fandom for those that we love, and it's just being able to do something like that for somebody who loves Anakin so much felt really good, and we're glad he loved it, and he opened it a little bit on screen, so we've ruined that poor guy. But anyway, I will just say thank you everybody for listening. May the Force be with you always, and I have friends everywhere, especially Aaron Anthony now.
Yes, nothing like a little bit of peer pressure.
And on Black Series Daily Desk. And on Black Series Daily Desk. Follow me on Instagram. My pictures are not as adequate as Anthony's, but I sure enjoy them.
But you know what? You do have something that I don't have, and that's Dash Radar.
Yeah, and a lot of him lately in my feed. Like a week, I've taken 5 photos. Okay, anyway.
I know.
Keep it coming.
Yes, definitely do, because they've been top tier, Matt. But anyways, guys, like I said already, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a really fun show today. Got to talk about Starfighter, showing off some of our new action figures, and we got a great show coming up next week. So I'm Eric the Dadalorian. I'll catch you guys later. This is the way.